John Shuster, the skip for our curling team. I'm going to let you introduce your boys, and I want to hear from each of you guys. I want to hear what this moment's been like. I want to hear from you what it's been like to get to this point, and what it felt like out on the ice. We all sat in this house, and we went crazy when that happened. I looked around as the flag went up in the middle and the ceremony played, and there was not a dry eye in the house, sitting here as you guys were there. So, John, introduce your boys and let us know what it was like.
All right, hey everybody. Actually, prior to this Olympics, my most viewed tweet of my entire life was, "There's just nothing like seeing that U.S. flag being raised in the center of the podium and those athletes up there." I think I tweeted during the Summer Olympics, and seeing gold medals around Team USA's neck, and we got a chance to do that today and live that dream, and yeah, pretty darn special. And I'm gonna introduce these four guys. On first here we got my lead, John Landsteiner. By mine I mean our lead, John Landsteiner. He's the guy who's thrown those first two rocks of the game. This guy came to this Olympics, it was funny, we were in Japan, and he was like, "Man, just really not happy with what I'm throwing." I'm like, "Hey, when you get there, you're gonna be the man." And we like to say a few things, and this guy ate every lead's lunch at this Bonspiel from the entire time. He set us up every single game, and the shot like we had, where my guess is you guys went a little crazy, we scored 5 today? Those are only possible because this guy, I played lead back in the day, and I know it, set us up every single end. Joe Polo standing next to him was on the 2006 bronze medal team. Funny story, I asked this guy to come back on board after I didn't exactly get selected after 2014. He said, "Well, I just can't really do it." I said, "Well, you'll get there with us," and we got him back. And Joe did not throw one single rock at the Olympics in a game. However, this guy at nighttime, and curling is a game of intricacies, we match rocks every night to make sure that we throw them in the order we want to throw them. And this guy, dedicated, he literally put his heart and soul into doing that at our nationals last year, at our Olympic trials, and at our Olympics, and without that, we wouldn't have the confidence to step out for every single shot and know that the rock is not going to dictate what's going to happen. We are going to dictate because of the work that guy does. So, again, in a game, he did not throw a rock, and he threw rocks every single night, most nights ending around midnight or 1 a.m., just to make sure that we could do that in our hands, and that cannot go unrecognized because he threw as many rocks as the rest of us did, you just didn't see it on TV. Next, I'm going to go down to the end over there, the mustache man, Matt Hamilton. This guy was the most televised guy in all of the Olympics because he was in mixed doubles with his sister, and then in the men's team with us. My guess is he met a few of you already. Matt is he's an interesting dude. I'll tell you what, we won the semifinal game, and every time he's like, "Man, I just heard your voice and I want to hug you." And that's the kind of guy that this guy is. He's just electric, and couldn't be prouder of the way he played throughout these Olympics, both in mixed doubles and for sure on our men's team. Which brings me to this guy right here, Tyler George, the vice skip on our team. And a little something about this guy. Tyler and I played against each other our entire careers. I never looked forward to stepping on the ice to play against this guy because he was a pain in the butt. He is the person that I respect most in the world when it comes to curling and curling strategy. That's why when you maybe listening to the thing and said, "Hey Ty, what do you think? Hey Ty, what do you think?" It probably got really old. I'm sure if they played a drinking game about that, nobody would be standing right now. But when you saw the end that pretty much clinched it for us in the 8th end today, for the last 5 games, every time someone threw a center guard and the other, which is just a rock out in the center, and they would bury one under there, he would dig it out, and frustrated the crap out of our opponents. And then, yeah, I was just happy I was able to finish that last big end off today. And yeah, I mean, I can't tell you, winning an Olympic medal amongst your 4 of your best friends is such an incredible feeling. And thank you, everybody, Team USA. want to give Ty the mic just so he can maybe tell you in 2009, not to mention biggest foe. We played in the finals of the Olympic trials, and it had been a long road, and he came through this whole thing, and again he was. You guys all stood up, but man, you guys all made my life so dang easy here. So somebody say something other than me. I don't.
Is this happening right now? Are we sure? just gotta make sure. Feelings. This is incredible. It's just hard to explain. I want to thank everybody here for having us be a part of Team USA from the start. We never really felt like we were here as the US curling team. We just felt like we were a part of something bigger. And as kind of a niche sport, which a lot of us play, that's just what we do. This is the time we get to share it with everybody else. And, to be here with all these fantastic people, amazing athletes, and get to share our passions with each other, and have the women's hockey team screaming their lungs out at our game today, and just to see people passing by, everybody wishing us luck, and you're a part of something a lot bigger than what we realized before we get here. For me, being a first-time Olympian, it's just meant the world to me to be able to be a part of something like this. And thank you so much for all the support. Congratulations to everybody else, and go Team USA.
So as some of you know, I'm the second. My name's Matt, and I've been compared to Mario and all sorts of other more fit Andy Reid. Hopefully a lot more fit. That's just the list goes on. It's been pretty wild here, and without everyone's support here, it doesn't make this moment nearly as sweet. I just want to thank these guys, especially these two, because they sweep my rocks, and I always throw it narrow. So obviously those guys, and then Skip John Shuster. I mean, what else needs to be said? The guy was put up against the wall, 2-4, knew his team was behind him, but just wasn't feeling it, and then took a little moment to himself, realized that I'm at my 4th Olympics, and you know what? I'm gonna have fun this time. And this guy just all of a sudden became possessed by, I could mention a curler none of you would know, so I'm just going to say by someone who's really good at curling. And this guy didn't miss a shot for 5 games in a row. It was unbelievable. And the ones he did, we didn't even remember those. So I just want to say one more time, give it up for my team, give it up for Team USA, because we're all in this together.
Get your cameras rolling, this doesn't happen often.
I'm John, I'm the lead. My beard? My beard is itchy, but it has won a national championship, an Olympic trials, and now an Olympic gold medal. We've got a lot of new facial hair on the team. We got the mustache, the goatee, the beard, and see you guys. But it's been so great to see all the support here back home for our team. Our team is just soaking it in right now, and I just want to thank everybody for being here tonight so late and welcoming us into the USA House. Yeah, for you guys maybe. I think Terry's got us pretty booked, but anyway, thank you everybody.
Hey guys, thanks for being here. This is awesome. Like John said, I won bronze with him back in 2006, and ever since that moment, I always wanted to come back and win a different color. And Olympic trials in 2009, didn't even make the event. Olympic trials in 14, John beat us in the final. So it was one of those things where you feel like you're on top, and you feel like you're gonna go to every Olympics after that, and didn't have that chance until a couple years ago when John said, "Hey, time to get on this train," and here we are, and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
so,
buddy.
thanks.